get this over here because no one can actually see. Obviously, you can see I'm in my car driving. Actually, going right now to the gym. It's Sunday, August 6th. It's exactly about 9:20 in the morning, and Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey, is where I'm from. You know, I keep watching more and more videos and more analysis on the Conor McGregor Floyd Money Mayweather fight, and I continue to believe that Conor is going to change the world. He's going to change the world. That Irishman is going to bring that country with him to Las Vegas, and he's going to prove to the world what he's been saying. Conor McGregor's been the type of person to visualize everything, and he visualized everything into reality. Strong beliefs in himself. You know, a lot of people are just really talking about the technique of the fight, and there's so many different ways on how you know, this fight can go. You know, it can go you know, straight boxing, which, you know, obviously in my last video I completely disagree with. I really feel that Connor's understands that he is not a boxer, even though he has 7 years experience. He trained for 7 years in Ireland. The first gym he ever stepped into was actually a boxing gym, and eventually started learning jiu-jitsu and just kind of veered off to that way. But based on his coach's opinion, you know, he had a good chance to be something in the boxing world. But, you know, thank God Almighty, we got him in UFC. Not knocking boxing, because I'm a huge boxing fan. You know, actually, I'm more of a boxing fan than I am a UFC fan. I only see UFC for certain individuals: John Jones, obviously Conor McGregor, Chris Cyborg. You know, pretty much that's it, man. I mean, nobody really else tickles my fancy. I was a fan of Tyron Woodley, but, you know, his comment after his fight was really uncalled for. Turned me off as a fan, but you know, it is what it is. You know, and, you know, back to August 26th, which is right now, we're you know, 20 days away from witnessing probably the greatest fighting spectacle ever. We're seeing two largely popular individuals in their fields meeting in the ring one-on-one. You know, you got a pure fighter versus a incredibly gifted boxer, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather Jr. But, you know, a lot of people need to understand the aspect of certain things. It's a fight, you know, but, you know, you got to understand that when a person, you know, Floyd Mayweather's number one weapon was always the mind game. Always the mind game. Look what he did to De La Hoya. You know, maybe he really made a fool of them. You know, he talks all that smack, and, you know, and he gets into people's heads, you know, and what he wants people to do is go in there with the intentions of hurting him. He wants you to go in there and knock his head off. He wants you to go in there mad, and he wants you to swing, because he's a counter fighter. So if he's got you on your toes stepping forward, and all you got to do is just back up and defend himself, you know, it's game's over. You know, he's proven it, you know, 49 times, you know, 21 years. Not a single blemish. I mean, he's had some close moments. You know, Augustus was one of his earlier fights, which, in my opinion, was one of his hardest fights ever, mentally. And then physically with Magdina, whatever. You know, those are his two hardest fights. But you got a combination of both things in Conor McGregor. He's got control of the mind game, because those promotions, those promos, man, I'm sorry, Mayweather, you lost that, man. You lost that, my friend. And they did everything in their power to get Conor off his game, cutting off his mic, put him in positions that he's never been in that type of a limelight. He adapted really quickly and controlled it. Mayweather had to pull tricks, like get his bodyguards involved, Transformers. Dude, you're 40 years old, man. What the fuck was that? Surrounded him, almost came. It came this close to turning into a real ugly situation. I would have won. If that would have turned to an ugly situation, hands down, Conor McGregor's team would have fucking beaten him. I know it. I've never been a super Mayweather fan because I just found him to be a guy who he only fought for the money. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was something to watch. Money Mayweather turned into a money thing, business. Hey, look, I'm not knocking him. If I had the opportunity, I'd do the same damn thing. But as a fan, I kind of lost interest in him, and I was like any other fan. I would just pay just to see if somebody would knock him out. I was a huge Pacquiao fan, and I was rooting for that. I thought that was going to be the super fight, and it turned out to be a super dud. And of course, excuses came out, tore a rotator cuff. I never believe anything that people say after they lose. I don't. So Pacquiao, his career is pretty much over with. He lost his last fight. He's lost 2 fights since his encounter with Mayweather. Manny, if he would have paid attention and stopped being a politician and all that, he would have had a better ending to his career, but he didn't. So, God bless him, whatever. But anyway, Conor McGregor's got a combination of 2 things. He's got the mind game one down, packed. He won that without a doubt. And physically, I think he's going to be able to muscle Mayweather around. Mayweather, when he finds himself in a sticky situation, will clutch, will hold on. I don't know if that's going to work for him because Conor is a bigger dude. He is a bigger dude. So, I think that physically, if you're in that clutch situation, Conor's going to dominate that. So, you've got a couple of certain things that Mayweather's losing. He's already lost the battle of the minds. He already knows that he can't cheat with Conor because, if you hit Conor with an elbow, Conor's been trained for years to hit a man with an elbow. So, in the back of your mind, you got to be careful and say, well, I better not cheat with this guy because, he's the type of guy that's going to swing right back. So, those are 2 things that's going against him now. Now, and Conor's going in there with the true belief that he's going to win. There is nothing stronger in the world than a person's willpower. If a person sets their minds to do something, they can get it done. And in his mind, he is going to beat Mayweather. And in my mind, he is going to beat him. Now, I'm getting some comments on my other videos and, people calling me names and, making fun of me. And, it's all good and dandy. On August 27th, my page will still be here, whether my prediction comes out or whether it doesn't. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just wish you wouldn't keep it so vulgar, but whatever, it is what it is. The whole Paulie Malignani thing, we got to understand that out of both base camps, there's going to be a lot of stories coming out. There's going to be some pictures. There's going to be a story coming out soon that Mayweather got knocked down, during a sparring session. It just hypes the fight up. McGregor shows that he's strong on his camp. A story will come out soon, maybe by next week, that Mayweather takes a shot and, he falls down. Mayweather gets knocked out by his sparring partner. He's just going to hype the fight up a lot. So I really don't buy into those base camps things. The fact that Paulie quit 3 weeks out doesn't really tell me anything. it tells me that maybe Paulie's saying, wait a minute, you don't need me no more. You know, you're good. It could be that. It could be that Paulie got mad because he wanted more money. It could be the fact that maybe Paulie got out-muscled. It could be the fact that Paulie got bullied. Or it could be all fucking bullshit. You know? The first sparring match was not a sparring match. That was a fight because of what Paulie was saying. And McGregor invited him down. Bring your ass down here. Don't talk that smack, show it. And videos the next day, bunch of bruises on Paulie's face. I didn't see nothing on McGregor's face. So, you know, does that mean anything? No, because Paulie's nowhere near Mayweather's caliber. The more people say you can't do this, the more he's going to pull this shit off. He's got a 2-inch reach. His frame is bigger. He's taller. He's younger. He's got all the attributes. And he's fighting not Mayweather, but the world. He is fighting the world to prove that he does what he says he's going to do. So mentally, Conor's beyond ready, man. If you was to tell Conor, let's go fight tomorrow, he'll fucking do it without a hesitation. All I keep seeing is Floyd Mayweather's. If you see a Floyd Mayweather's videos lately, they're not about him training anymore. Before it was all about him training in the gym. Now he's riding bikes. He's going to Miami for 5 days. He's going shopping with his kids. He's talking about being a family man. You know, it's not your usual Mayweather. Is Mayweather playing mind tactics on McGregor, making him feel like he doesn't really care about the fight? Honestly, he really doesn't. He only cares about that paycheck. He owes the IRS a lot of money. Hey, I'll fight one more time, make $100 million, make $200 million, you know, and then, hey, pay off the fucking IRS, get them off my back, I'm good, you know. He wants to take a strip club on the road, you know. So, his videos don't show me that he's too interested. Problem is, you can't tell. Conor McGregor is all about, I'm getting ready. I saw the picture the other day, man. Conor's hands behind his back, sparring Paulie. Man, think about this. If I was Conor McGregor and I'm going